All right, everybody. So now I'm going to give you this little tutorial on what you need to be able to do to be proficient on the Unit 1 graphing test. This particular video is going to focus on making bar graphs in Google Sheets. We will also make sure that it's proficient by having all of these characteristics. So to the data. On your test, I'm not going to make you do an average function. So these are just two pieces of data here. Super simple. But again, it's a bar graph because we've got words and numbers. So I'm going to highlight the data, and then I'm going to go up to where it says Insert Chart, the graph looking button on the toolbar. When I click that, it brings up what Google Sheets thinks I want to make. And I do not want to make a pie chart, so I need to go to Chart Type. And even though they call a bar graph the sideways one, I want the column chart. Okay, because I want my bars to go vertically. This is called a bar chart on Google Sheets, but I want the column chart. Okay, so from there, I want to double check and make sure everything is how I want it in order to be proficient. So again, it defaulted with this average width of leaf, the title of one column versus the title of the other column. That's not a very good title. So if you have that, I am not going to have you be proficient. So you need a three-part title. So again, I can steal the title right off of the data table. Um, in this case, it doesn't have something extra, which I will include when I give you the data table. So I'm going to make something up here just so that it's a three-part title. Effect of habitat, which again is my independent variable, on, oh, it does have a little extra, ivy leaf width. So in the table it just says average width of leaf. The little bit extra in this case that I didn't make a mistake on here is that I put the type of plant that it is. So instead of just saying the independent dependent, I gave a little bit extra so the reader knows what type of plant we're dealing with. So that's all good. Now let's double check. It has habitat type, which is a title for our x-axis. And again, if I want to go through this, it has the three-part title now. It has an x-axis label. We don't need units because it's words. Y-axis label, possibly with units. Let's take a look. Y-axis label, yep. Average width of leaf and centimeters is the unit, so we are all good there. Appropriate scales or number lines. So I could change this minimum value so that it actually looks like there's a bigger bar here. If you don't do that, I'm okay with it. But if this were on paper, you might not break this one. Let's just take a quick look at what it would look like if I put the minimum at 0. And you can see that it doesn't look like they're quite so different now. And it's automatically evenly spread the number line. So let's leave it at that. Properly represented data. The data is automatically to the right spot there. So that's all good. Possibly a legend or a key. So again, do I need a legend on this one? And Google Sheets automatically put one on, but is it really necessary? Do I need this to explain more about these? The answer is no. Because I already know that this is sunny, and I already know that as I read it over, that's the average width of leaf. I don't need a bar that says that. So I'm going to get rid of it. So I'm going to go to legend, and I'm going to turn it from position right to none. And therefore I don't need a legend, so we're not going to put it in. We already can tell that information from the graph. We don't need to be told it again. And therefore I am done. Three-part title, all set. X-axis and Y-axis labels, all set. Appropriate scale and properly represented data, scale, data, good. And possibly a legend. I didn't want one, so I took it out because it wasn't necessary. And this is your tutorial for how to make a bar graph on Google Sheets.